All right, ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing today on this Thursday, December the 31st, 2020? Welcome to another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube. It's New Year's Eve, man, and I'm wishing you all a happy new year and a better 2021 than this absolute clusterfuck of stupidity that 2020 was with all this COVID bullshit that most smart people know is a fucking scamdemic, and there's no real illness. Anyway, if you missed anything in the past week, click that eye in the upper right corner of the screen to get caught up on all of my latest videos. I would certainly appreciate it. If you would like me to review anything, please make suggestions in the comments section down below. No slam or deathcore bands, please and thank you. I would really appreciate that. Welcome to Top 15 Thursdays here on the channel. So tonight I am doing my Top 15 new wave of thrash metal albums, and next week I'll be doing my top 15 new wave of traditional heavy metal albums, so you guys can look forward to that. I'm very excited for this one, and I hope that you guys are as well. And you know, there is a ton of good new thrash and traditional metal out there nowadays, with bands exploding from all over the world in all regions that are bringing back the old school thrash and traditional heavy metal back to the forefront. And I absolutely love this resurgence of metal the way it should fucking be done. Now granted, some of these bands have only put out digital releases due to being brand new and all. However, that doesn't detract from any of their efforts, musical quality, and passion for their creativity and respective art in general whatsoever. And I honestly hope that both of these movements keep going, because there's a shitload of metal out here to keep an old school metalhead like myself salivating for years to come at all this awesome metal that's been coming out in recent years. And I know I've said before that I despise modern metal, however, there are always exceptions to these rules, and these bands in this list are definitely among those exceptions. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into the rankings, shall we? Coming in at number 15, we have Skeleton Witch, Beyond the Permafrost, released in 2007 on Prosthetic Records. Melodic death metal meets thrash with a bit of black thrown in for good measure. Skeleton Witch was one of those bands that has a very hit-and-miss discography, but this album I thought deserves to be on this list because there is some stuff I enjoy from Skeleton Witch. There's other stuff that I don't enjoy, but this is a great record. It's dark, it's heavy, and it's very melodic, so all you people that like a little bit of melody in your metal will absolutely love Skeleton Witch. Beyond the Permafrost gets number 15. Coming in at number 14, Eliminator, Out of the Vault, released digitally in 2015. An awesome band that I just heard last month, and I wanted to do a review of the album. I gotta get it, but it is digital, so I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but Eliminator is one of those bands that instantly creates that memorable experience for the fan, and it's just absolutely fucking awesome. And it's heavy, but it's also got a little bit of a punk influence with some hardcore thrown in for good measure, and it's got that old school feel. Great album art, great lyricism, great instrumentation. An album that will definitely have you fist pumping and headbanging and drinking beer and just having a good time. Yeah, this is a fucking awesome album. Eliminator, Out of the Vault gets number 14. Coming in at number 13, Hate Enemy with Reign in Terror, released in 2017 on Sickness Productions. Fucking Hate Enemy is amazing, and Reign in Terror is one of those records that you will remember for years to come. This is a band you should not overlook because I've listened to this album 6 fucking times in the last 4 days. This is stuff that I could listen to over and over again. It's absolutely incredible. It's dark, fast, heavy, aggressive, powerful, convicted, and definitely thought-provoking lyricism and music here will have you coming back to this one again. Number 13, Hate Enemy, Reign in Terror. Coming in at number 12, Boiling Blood, Lost Inside a Morbid World, released in 2019 on Housemaster Records. One of those bands that has that crossover hardcore punk thrash thing going on, but they do it right, and this really reminds me of Suicidal Tendencies in a lot of ways. A fucking great new band that absolutely demands your attention and deserves your respect. I cannot recommend this enough. This is a great fucking album, and it's got a lot of passion, emotion, and great lyrics, riffs, drums, instrumentation, and vocals and bass. This is a fucking amazing album. Number 12, Boiling Blood, Lost Inside a Morbid World. Coming in at number 11, Video Nasty with their self-titled, kind of an obscure band that slipped by, released 2020 digitally. This is a fucking savage album. very dark subject matter here. I would almost put this in the black thrash category, as it does have a lot of that black metal atmosphere. It's very dark and sinister in tonality, riffs, drumming, bass work, vocally, and it's got a very sick fucking atmosphere going on here. Video Nasty is definitely one of those bands you guys are going to want to check out. Amazing album. Check out their self-titled number 11, Video Nasty. Coming in at number 10, Elkotopia, It Hits the Spot, released in 2019 digitally. A fun thrash metal album. Has a little bit of a serious tonality, but this is just beer-drinking thrash metal that you could party to with your buddies. Still has a lot of passion and conviction, like I said, with some great riffs, instrumentation, bass, drum work, vocals. But it's one of those fun albums that you could party to, but also have some thought-provoking experiences. This is a great album. Number 10, Elkotopia, It Hits the Spot. Coming in at number 9, Ancestor, Lords of Destiny, released in 2018 on Awakening Records. Fucking awesome stuff here. Thought-provoking, dark, heavy, aggressive, but also has enough of those memorable grooves and hooks that will keep you coming back to this album for years to come. Ancestor, one of those bands you're going to want to check out, because I absolutely love Lords of Destiny. I'll be getting this as soon as I can. There's just so much metal to collect and review for you guys. But yeah, Ancestor, Lords of Destiny, very thought-provoking, going to keep you coming back. I love this fucking record. Cannot recommend it enough. Ancestor, Lords of Destiny gets number 9. Coming in at number 8, Contamination with Traumatic Recollections. This album is very dark in subject matter, thought-provoking, aggressive, heavy, and fucking angry. But it's also got some great atmosphere to it as well, that has some slower tempo shifts and slower sections that give it an atmospheric feel. Traumatic Recollections is a fucking mindfuck of a record. Believe me, you're going to want to check out Contamination. Traumatic Recollections gets number 8. Coming in at number 7, Agent Hellfire with the Omen, a short EP at just 10 minutes and 23 seconds, released in 2020 digitally. This is sinister black thrash, and this album is all about Damien the Omen. This is some of the darkest new thrash metal I've ever fucking heard. This is an album that will keep you coming back, because 10 minutes and 23 seconds just isn't enough time to experience this album. You're going to want to listen to it over and over. I've listened to it 8 times today. This is one of those records that will blow your fucking mind in its short 10 minute and 23 second duration. Passionate, fast, aggressive, heavy, and very fucking dark, but it's also got that black metal thrown in for good measure. I absolutely love it. Agent Hellfire, The Omen gets number 7. Coming in at number 6, Atomic Drop, Wicked Is My Love, released 2020 digitally. This is an album that will have Slayer fans salivating, as the musical style, direction, and vocals really remind me of Slayer, but not enough that I dislike it. Atomic Drop, very different though. They're not like just a Slayer clone. I'm just saying the music, you can definitely tell they were influenced by Slayer. This is an amazing fucking album. One of the most passionate records of 2020 in my opinion. I wish they had some physical releases. Hopefully they will in the future, because Atomic Drop is definitely one of those kick-ass fucking bands you're going to love. Wicked Is My Love. Check it out. Number 6, Atomic Drop. Coming in at number 5, Suicide of Society with War Investment, released in 2020 on Black Sunset Records, limited to 300 copies. This is one of those albums that has suicidal tendencies written all over it, but its own unique flavor to the style. This is hardcore punk crossover thrash, and this is one of those albums that stuck with me fucking instantly. I've listened to it 15 times in the last month. Absolutely love Suicide of Society. This is an album that is going to be very thought-provoking and very emotional for a lot of people, as the lyricism here, very intelligent, and it's going to have you thinking and relating to it. The riffs, drum, bass work, vocals, absolutely amazing. Production is very good on this as well. Amazing fucking album. Suicide of Society, War Investment gets number 5. Coming in at number 4, Black Evil, Forever Baptized in Eternal Fire. Black thrash at its best. This really reminds me of a faster, heavier fucking Bathory in a lot of ways. And the lyricism here is dark, sinister, occult, and all things fucking evil. The instrumentation very much in line with that. That's got those thrash metal ingredients, but also a lot of black metal. So the atmosphere here is very fucking awesome and aggressive and dark, sinister, and very thought-provoking stuff going on. This is a fucking must-own, although hopefully I can find a copy. It's on Dying Victims Productions, released in 2020, and an absolute must-own if you're a fan of the new wave of thrash, and if you're not, why did you click on this video? Coming in at number 3, rest in peace to Riley Gale, Power Trip, Nightmare Logic, released in 2017 on Southern Lord Recordings. One of the best new wave of thrash metal bands I've ever heard. This is an amazing fucking record. Passionate, convicted, dark, sinister, melodic, atmospheric, but also very, very fucking thrash metal with that hardcore punk crossover feel, and an amazing record. And it's just too bad that Riley Gale passed away, because I absolutely love Power Trip. Got to get this album, and there's going to be a full review of it on the channel. Fucking amazing. Power Trip, one of the gods of the new wave of thrash. Make sure you pick up that album. Coming in at number 2, we have Havoc, Unnatural Selection, released in 2013 on Candlelight Records. This is another one of those bands that has the hardcore punk crossover edge, but a lot of aggressive thrash metal in here as well, with some great technicality. This is a very thought-provoking album. It's all about the New World Order and all the technocracy and stuff like that. Another one of those albums that's very thought-provoking, very emotional, passionate, convicted, fast, aggressive, dark, and heavy. You're going to be fist-pumping and headbanging to this one for years to come. Make sure you pick up Havoc. Unnatural Selection gets number 2. Coming in at number 1, and I just reviewed this album 2 days ago, Toxic Holocaust, An Overdose of Death, released in 2008 on Relapse Records. You've seen the review, you've seen the album ranking. I just ranked Toxic Holocaust yesterday. This fucking album is so groundbreaking. It's been mentioned in 3 videos now. That's how much I love this fucking record. Fast, dark, aggressive, heavy, thought-provoking, emotional, and that black thrash with a bit of hardcore punk crossover mixed in for good measure. Fucking classic. Every album in this list should be on your list of albums to listen to and purchase, because everything here is absolutely awesome. And I'm really glad that these bands have come out in the last 10 years and really given me hope for modern metal. So thank you very much to everybody on this list, every band out here. You guys are fucking awesome. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Another top 15 in the books here on Music of Destruction. As always, I sincerely hope you enjoyed tonight's video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss anything when I post a new video. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Music of Destruction. Follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Music of Destruction. You can join our Facebook group for all things metal, facebook.com/groups/Music of Destruction. The Seed, episode 28, The History of Iron Maiden. Part 1 up on Patreon right now. Part 2 is going to be up this week. Working on that. If you'd like to support the channel, patreon.com/Music of Destruction. Select the $5 tier, get access to the podcast. For $1 a month, that'll help as well. Go to new equipment, lighting, better video software, all that cool stuff, better hardware. Colton James and myself putting together a brand new YouTube channel, Reviews on the Run. Your patronage is going to help us get equipment, lighting, all that great stuff for that. It's going to be a movie and game review channel. We are going to get started in 2021. Colton and I have been planning this for a couple months. Let's check out a clip of what you can expect from the new channel. And we are back. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, guys. I appreciate the watch time, views, and subscriptions. Like and comment, subscribe. Have yourselves a great night. We will see you for Metal Album Warfare Fridays. Cheers. See you in the next video.